in the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. This is spiritual war. Yeah, I'm ducking all the witches in the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. Came back with vengeance. Yeah, you can hear the sound from my engine. Back to the business. I've been trying to eat healthy and I'm working on my fitness. Eased up with the tension, fulfilling my vision. God is my... Peace, blessings, coming back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about free will and consequences. Free will and consequences. Now, there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in free will. And mainly because, they feel that you don't really have control over your life. And I guess when you think about examples like somebody getting sick, somebody dying and getting killed, wrong place, wrong time type of scenarios, different things like that. So to them, they feel like you don't have free will when it comes to having control over your life for certain aspects and things that can happen or could just pop up and change the course of your life. Me personally, when I think of free will, and actually when you think about free will overall, that deals more with actions and what you do. So to me, I do feel like we have free will because, like I said, that deals more with actions. I don't think that really deals more with not having control over your life as far as, I said, like somebody just getting cancer out of nowhere, somebody just being at the wrong place, wrong time, and they get killed or something, or, different things like that. I feel like it's more of actions of like what you choose to do. Like, somebody could, grow up with both of their parents or, just one parent. And their parent says, yo, clean your room or else you're not going outside. Or you're going to be on punishment. Or I'm going to beat your behind. And, some people going to take it serious because they want to go outside. And if it's that much of a penalty, they don't want to get their behind beat. So they're going to clean their room. They're going to do that chore. But you have the free will to say yes or no to doing it. Because like I said, it's dealing with actions. Now, the thing about the free will is that there's a consequence for every decision you make. So yeah, you got the choice to say yes or no about cleaning your room when your parents ask you. And the consequence is going to be you're not going to be able to go outside. You're not going to be able to do other things. You're going to get your behind whipped. That could be another option. Or worse come to worse, if you that hard-headed, you could get kicked out the house. So, like I said, you got free will to do not even certain things, a lot of things. But there's a consequence for those actions. Somebody could just go outside and be like, you know what? I'm going to just go rob people. That's their choice. Everybody is not choosing to do that. Some people don't want to do that. But somebody that wants to do that, they go out there. You got the choice to say whether or not you're going to do that. And you could go out there and do that and rob people. But guess what? There's a consequence. You might run into somebody that probably got a gun on them too. And you might get shot. You might run into the police. You're going to get warrants put out on you if you're doing it that much and people recognize you. You can get caught on camera. You could face jail time. There's so many consequences that can happen with the free will. And I think that's what people get it confused when they start thinking about, free will as a control thing. Like, because there are cases where people, were healthy, ate right, exercised right, didn't do anything, and they didn't do anything that was detrimental to themselves, and they got sick, or something bad happened, or people that was just on the right path and then something traumatic and very devastating happens to them and they lose their life, or their life changes, they get hit by a car, or get hit by a straight bullet and paralyzed now, and it wasn't even meant for them. So yes, there are things that happen, and that's just life. Unfortunately, things happen in life, but I don't think that deals with free will. With not having control. I think free will is just you deciding on what actions you're gonna take towards something. And yeah, you can do whatever you want. There's people out there, y'all do whatever I want. I don't follow the law. I don't do this, that, and the third. Cool. You got free will to do that. But guess what? There's a consequence that comes with a lot of that stuff that you're gonna do. So it's just as simple as that. It's nothing really that deep about it. It's just that simple. You got free will to say whether you're gonna go to school or not. It could be finishing high school. Cool. But guess what? You're gonna have to figure out something. That's the consequence. If you're not gonna go finish high school or go to college, your parents not gonna just let you sit around. You're gonna have to figure out something. You're gonna have to figure out what direction you're gonna go, or a plan, figure out something. If you messing around with a woman or a man, you got the free will to put the condom on or take the condom off. It's your choice. But there's a consequence to that. You can end up getting burnt with STD, something that's curable, may not be curable, could be even worse than STD, could be HIV, could be herpes, could be all type of crazy stuff. Or other than that, it doesn't even have to be STD or HIV. It could be you getting a person pregnant. Or if you're a woman, you getting pregnant. So like I say, you got free will to do whatever you want. Do it. But know there's a consequence when it comes to your free will, because you're in control of that choice. Take my grandmother. She got COPD. She never smoked cigarettes a day in her life. She got it from secondhand smoke. So yes, that was unfortunate that happened, and she had no control over something like that happened. But she has the free will and the control to decide whether she's gonna be sad and just deteriorate, or just say it is what it is and take her medications and do her treatments and take it serious, which she has done, and she's 90 years old. My grandmother had that for a while. My grandmother's 90 years old. She's going to be 91 next month, coming up. Scorpio. Shout out to all my Scorpios out there. My father got COPD. He actually did smoke. And they said they seen signs of that early years ago. But he had the free will to either stop when they caught it early, or to keep going. He chose to keep going. And after a few years, he wound up getting COPD. Now he has the free will to either keep smoking, even with the condition, or stop and take it serious and take his treatments and take everything serious. He stopped. That was his free will. Took it serious, even though he waited late. And he's been taking his treatments and everything. He's 80 years old. He's going to be 81 in January. Shout out to all my Aquarius out there. I'm getting on my zodiac signs. But yeah, that all was with free will and your choice and your decisions. I got the free will right now. Somebody come and try to just disrespect me. I got the free will to say, you know what, I'm gonna punch him in his face right now. I'm gonna just punch him right dead in his mouth, because he dead wrong. Or I could say, you know what, this ain't the time or place right now. I really want to punch him in his face right now, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him have this one, because if we do this right now, I already see this gonna end up really bad. I'm going to take a breather, let things cool down, and I'm going to approach that man about that the next day when we at cooler heads. And see, and if it's really a problem, we could go to that next step. Whatever it is. Whether we talk it out, box it out, whatever. But I got the free will to decide that in that moment. Because like I said, I don't feel that free will is with dealing with not having control when, like I said, certain things come on your path and you didn't expect this to happen. Or, I don't feel like that's that. Because things just happen. It's life, Things just happen. Crazy, all type of stuff just happens. I feel like it's just really dealing with decision making and the choices you make when it comes to you deciding on what direction you want to go towards something or what you actually want to do. And like I said, you could do whatever you want. Nobody's stopping you. If you want to wild out, drink, smoke, crazy, go ahead. But know there's a consequence for that. Nobody's stopping you. If you want to just be hard-headed and stubborn and don't listen to nobody, just do it your way, cool. But it could be very harsh penalties and consequences towards doing stuff like that with your actions. That's why you hear people say, man, I was stubborn, I was young, I was just wanted to do me, I just didn't listen, I was hard-headed, I had a lot of stuff going on with me in the house and I just was wild, I just was a wild child. But when they look back years later, when they get older, they wish that they would have made different decisions. And they had the free will to do something different. That's why they thinking about that. Because that's why you hear people say, man, if I was your age, I would do this different. Or I would have started doing this like you. That's why you hear people say those things, because they knew they had the choice to go the other way. And if they could turn back the hands of time, they would do it all again. Now that is something you don't have control over. Turning back the hands of time. That's things we definitely can't even do. Unless you just somehow magically make a time machine. And when you do that, holla at me. I definitely want to go back to some years. Because some of them years was popping back in the days. Even though I was bugging, there was some good memories in there. Some bad ones, but there was some great memories. But anyway, even if I get an example of me working out, some days I don't want to. I just want to stay in the bed. It could be just one of them days. I'm like, damn, I don't even want to get up and do it. And I got the free will to do that. But something makes me want to get up and be like, let me just do it, because the days that you do something that you don't want to do is usually going to be the best days. The days you don't want to practice is going to be the days you really go the hardest. The days you don't want to run is the days you're going to run the fastest and might even run extra laps. The days you don't want to do that calisthenics is the days you're going to push out major sets, major reps. The days you don't want to lift them weights is the days you might lift your heaviest you ever did. So that all deals with your decision making. It's up to you. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's got a gun to your head saying, yo, you gotta do this or else. You can do whatever you want. But know that there's a consequence with every decision that you decide to make when it comes to that topic. And so like I said, there's people out there that feel like we don't have free will, because I think that they think about it when in a term of control with certain aspects of life. But me personally, I feel like we do have free will, because I feel like that deals with action and you choosing on which direction you want to go, right or left. Many people decide to go left, many people decide to go right. Some people don't even know which direction they're going, and they just choose to stay stagnant. And that's a free will too, to stay in a unhappy mind state, to stay stagnant, to say, I don't have a purpose. My life is miserable. Everything I do or try just falls down and turns to dust. Every relationship I have fails. Every person that comes into my life always leaves me. Everything I try just doesn't work. That's your free will to stay stagnant and stay in that negative mind frame. Or you could keep on knocking on the doors and keep on trying and knocking down that door until you break it off the hinges. That's your free will. There's many people that went through failure. That's why I love looking up people that made it. There's many people that went through failures, because sometimes we see people and we just see their glory, and we don't know their story. I heard somebody say that. We see people's glories, and we don't see their story. And when that person said that, I was like, that's deep. And it's true. Because we just look at when they make it and be like, oh man, they had it easy, or they there. We don't see those 10 plus 15 years that they was trying to do this, and they was getting laughed at, failing, not getting any chances, opportunities, but they kept at it. And it paid off. Some people might have got there in 5 years. But a lot of people that you see that's the main attractions, the headliners, they've been doing things for 10 plus years, and we just didn't see them because they was underground. We just wasn't paying attention to them because we didn't know who they were. But a lot of times when I look back at old movies or listen to old songs or look at old things, I see these people that's big now, and I see them 10 years ago, and I'm like, wow, this came out when I was in junior high school, and this person was on there. I didn't even know they was in this, because that's how long they was grinding. That's why they say the grind is not for everybody. The grind is not easy. The grind is not simple. It's not made for the weak-hearted, the weak-minded, the weak soul. That all deals with free will to choose to keep going. To choose whether or not to give up or not. That all deals with action. So, I'm not even going to make this long because it's a simple topic. But if you ask my opinion, I feel like yes, free will exists. Because I feel like that deals with actions of whether you choose to do something or not. But know that with your free will of choosing not to do certain things, it could have a very difficult and crazy consequence with it. So always remember that. So peace, blessings, much love, stay masked up, stay focused, stay optimistic, stay on your grind, and keep your eyes on the prize. Because like I said, we all got a destination. Whether we walk there, crawl there, run there, we got to get there someday, somehow. Peace.
Break it down. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Now I lay low on weekends, diving off the deep end. I don't have no friends, I can't lie or pretend. Late nights I'm wishing, feel